Hello! I thought I would start the vlog here today. We are currently in the LPG station filling up the car with some gas. But we are on the way to the Khao Nang park again, because when we did the walk the other day there was two viewpoints that we didn't get to go and see because they were like offshoots from the main path of what we were walking. So we're going back this afternoon to do the first point, which was a sailboat. So we're going to go and look at that viewpoint as soon as the LPG is done.
One of the first things I noticed when I pulled into this station was that they're selling guns for 169 baht. Pretty sure they're not real.
Not real.
They look like little vintage kind of mock-up guns, but they're quite cool, quite realistic looking. It always takes ages to fill up the LPG. It's much slower than filling up a petrol tank.
Okay, all done. It was 680 baht for a full tank of LPG.
In case anybody's interested in how much we do miles-wise for that 680 baht, a full tank normally sees us through about 500 kilometers, maybe a bit more, with the air conditioning on in the car. And in town, that normally lasts us for about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, depending on how much we're driving. But yeah, around 500, 550 kilometers per tank.
Our LPG tank is 58 litres, and we had that one because we had a big boot space, but you can get smaller tanks put in. Hey doggy in the mud. I see some puppies over there. Hello. They were quite shy puppies. They didn't want to come over and play. But we are here at the walk. So let's begin. There's a group of Thai schoolboys behind us here, and they don't realise, but we can actually understand them. And they're talking about my boobs. So the trek to the sailboat is 500 metres up once we get off the main path. So let's go and have a look and see what it's like, because we don't know what it's going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be a view of water, but who knows.
Keep talking about this sailboat, but you may not have a clue what we're referring to. On the maps there's an icon which looks like a sailboat, but none of the other maps have any information about what is at that particular point on the hike. So it's a bit of a mystery what we're going to find when we get there. It might be rubbish, or it might be amazing. So you can discover that with us. There was actually a huge rainstorm this morning, and we were a bit concerned that the hike might be out of bounds, but everything seems still walkable. And I had a bit of a stupid man fail. Sasha asked me to bring in the laundry last night, and I was like, don't worry about it, it hasn't rained in ages. And then when we heard the storm coming down at 5:30, I had to lean out of a window and pull in all the laundry through the gap because I didn't want to get wet at 5:30 AM. So yeah, when your wife asks you to go out and get the laundry, don't make excuses. Get out there, otherwise you could be like me.
So this is what we've been talking about. This elephant one is the one we done the other day. Now we're going to try this sailboat. So this way. Right, this is the situation at the moment. We seem to have come to the end of the path, or the path has just kind of disappeared on us, and there's no signs as to where we're supposed to be going. But when we first got on this trail, there was some logs across the path, but we just climbed over them. There was no like do not enter or no actual sign up, there was just some logs. But now we're thinking maybe that they were there for a reason. What do you think?
Let's push on a little bit further. If it gets impassable, then we'll turn back and do the cave instead.
Alright.
it's looking like it's too overgrown to get any further. So we're gonna head back and see if we missed any signs or something that we're on the right path. So this is the second hiking fail in the last couple of days, which is a bit disappointing. We're thinking we're going to find all these great things and end up having to just walk back down with no reward. So hopefully this cave that we're going to go to is something decent and open.
Right, we're back down from the overgrown trail, but we're not going to do the cave because it looked a bit muddy and we're not actually sure what the time is and the light is kind of fading already. So we're just going to walk up the steps here and have a look at the view that we went to with Eden the other day. So we've reached the middle point of the viewpoint. There's quite a few steps that you have to walk up, but it is very rewarding once you get up here. Had a look at the shrine on the way up. I didn't see that last time we were here. Jay told me about all the laundry hanging up, so it's still there. Must be part of it, part of the shrine. It's a really nice view from both angles. And there's a bit of a rewarding breeze as well for your step climb. It also smells really nice up here. The view from the middle section is actually nicer than when you get to the top view, but the thing that makes the top viewpoint special is the nice little archway that you have to walk through in the rocks. It's really pretty, and again it creates a nice little wind tunnel when you walk through it and cools you down. Okay, we are done at the viewpoints, but unfortunately the mosquitoes are coming out to play, so we are going to head back to the car now. So before heading home we have come to Chaam beach, and yes, I am in a different top. I took off my sweaty, trekky, walkie top and put a clean vest on. We haven't been to this part of Chaam beach before, so we thought on the way home we'd come here to check it out, have a look and find somewhere for a late afternoon coffee before heading home.
We spotted a new cafe called Three Faces just across the street. Never been inside here before. There's a nice smell of chili and pizza and coffee all mixing together. We ordered 2 cappuccinos and they're actually really tasty. It's actually quite a cool little building, this Three Faces place. Looks like a little design studio that they've turned into a coffee shop or something. I like it. I've really enjoyed sitting there having a chat. Looks like they have some products here. You can buy the coffee beans, tamarind, and they've got these really cool ice creams as well. Sasha's just asking how much the coffee beans are. So the 2 cappuccinos were 70 baht each, and The small bag of coffee was 180 baht, right?
Yeah, for 125 grams
Yep.
of beans.
And the big bag, the 500 gram bag, was
380.
380. Good prices actually. Sasha has just run into 7-Eleven to see if she can get some bananas. We totally forgot to buy bananas when we were in Macro the other day. And sometimes in 7-Eleven they have little individual ones you can buy. Looks like she's found some. How many did you get?
4.
4 bananas.
30 baht.
Nice. Feels very weird to walk around in trainers in Thailand. Hello, Eden the dog. And what stories have you for us? What stories? Anything to tell us? Minimal diggage to the house. Eden hasn't dug many of the sheets today. I'm going to take her out for a little walk, sunset walk.
You being a dancer? Huh? We going out? We going out? Where's your lead? Where's your lead? Oops.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. Oops. Stop you coughing.
Whee! Come on in, sunset walk. Made it out just in time to catch the last rays of sun. Eden likes this time of day because it's obviously cooler. She can run faster. I actually think it's quite a unique feeling being close to a mosque around here in Thailand, because being able to hear the call to prayer sometimes actually sounds quite magical, and it's something that you don't normally hear in Thailand, and I guess unless you were living much further south you wouldn't get that sound. Reminds me of when we were in Morocco for our wedding, so I do like that sound. Although I don't think I'd want my house to be right next door. Back to flip-flops again. Natural.
Dinner preparation has begun, and tonight we are cooking phak tong, which we're going to have with rotis.
What did you say, Sash? What did you
So
say?
we're having phak tong. It's nothing rude. It is pumpkin, basically, like stir-fried pumpkin. So obviously the main ingredient is pumpkin.
Thai pumpkin.
Thai pumpkin. So Jay is cutting it up. Woo! This is a recipe that I've been making ever since we moved to Thailand, and I've never seen it in a restaurant, I've never had it out, but when we first moved here we were on quite a low budget and we'd bought a pumpkin and didn't really know what to do with it, so I was looking up Thai recipes on the internet and I found this one, and it's become like a firm favourite, and we don't have it that often, but we have been eating it for the last 4 years since we've been out here.
When we first moved here, every expat that we met was saying to us it's cheaper to eat out than it is to eat at home, but only if you want to have small portions of food. If you fancy getting a bit greedy and eating like a whole pumpkin like this, you could pick up one of these whole things for cheap, 50 baht, sometimes less depending on where you get it from. So you can really make a nice decent portion and you can spread it out over a couple of meals. So if you do actually cook yourself Thai food at home, it does work out cheaper than going out, despite what people think. Plus you can control your flavours, how garlicky you want it, how chili-ish you want it. It's quite an interesting dish, but if you're not a fan of garlic or chili, then you probably wouldn't like it.
Or pumpkin.
Or pumpkin. But pumpkin gets its flavour from all those things, so yeah, if you're not a garlic fan, avoid. If anybody's curious and wants to make this dish themselves, you can read the recipe on our blog actually. We put it on there in the early days. It was one of our first blog posts really, back when we were blogging more often. So check that out, I'll put a link in the description below and you can cook pho tong for yourself. Look who's scavenging for food again. Eden a dog. It's not for you. I told Sasha that half a pumpkin would not be enough. But looking at this plate, I'm glad she didn't listen to me and make more. That is a supreme amount of pumpkin to eat. So you were right, Sash, and I was wrong.
Yes.
I do apologise for that. Lights off. We are now going to sit back and enjoy the evening, enjoy our food. So with that, I'm going to end today's video right here. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to 8 Miles From Home, and we will see you tomorrow on tomorrow's adventure, whatever that may be. Bye. Look at that big old pile of pumpkin. Let's taste it.
I told you when it's mashed up it makes loads.
Mmm. Tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Yum.
supposed to put soy sauce in it, but we don't have any.
No,
So
we
I just put a little pinch of salt in instead.
replaced soy sauce with salt a long time ago. Don't really need it, do you?